Happy Black History Month, Mariners. Let's take a look and see what African American figures have influenced our lives today.
My favorite black advocate is Fred Hampton. He looked at the problems facing African Americans and other minority groups, including white and people in poverty, and he tried to unify them in the Rainbow Coalition and try to fight poverty for everyone. And I think that's great.
My favorite African American historical figure is the man behind me. This is Paul Robeson, and in the 1930s, 40s, and 50s, he was an athlete, he was an entertainer, he broke a lot of stereotypes about what African Americans could and couldn't do. He did theater, he did movies. He was also an athlete who broke the color barrier in several sports. He's a lesser known figure, but he set the stage for the modern civil rights movement, so that's why he's my favorite.
Hi, my name is Mr. Bobs, and the African American artist that I admire is Jean-Michel Basquiat. I really like his painting style. It's very rough and raw, and I saw a video of him painting, and he paints really quickly as well, but he layers it on. It just makes his artwork, again, really intense, really great.
The athlete that inspired me most would be Michael Jordan for many reasons, but when I was a kid in the 80s and 90s watching him play and doing things the right way, it just makes you want to be a better player, better person, better leader. And he was 6 for 6, so I don't care what all the LeBron people say out there. Michael Jordan was the greatest of what he did. That is what really got me into basketball and watching his leadership and watching his dominance on the court.
Off, the patented tongue comes out just in front of that line. Look at this, the double clutch, the reach out.
Martin Luther King, primarily because his quote that we don't judge people by the color of their skin, by the content of their character. And that has always been something that I've tried to live by in my classroom, is judging kids by the content of their character and nothing to do with what they look like.
Hi there. So when I think of someone that's influenced my career, it is Rita Pearson. She has been an educator for over 40 years and is well known for her TED Talks. And she did a TED Talk about every child deserves a champion.
Every child deserves a champion, an adult who will never give up on them, who understands the power of connection and insists that they become the best that they can possibly be.
And it really goes to my core belief is that as educators, we need to believe in kids, and sometimes we need to believe in them until they believe in themselves. And she actually said, you know, kids aren't going to learn if they don't like you. And so I think that's why I believe that, because of the relationships. Building relationships is very important.
Civil rights leader I want to talk about. You know, John Lewis is a senator. He recently died in 2020, but he really inspired me because he stood up for what he believed in, even though the odds were against him, even though society was against him. He did sit-ins. He was one of the freedom riders, which were people that rode on buses. And he did a lot of courageous things and was often persecuted for it, but in the end he persevered and ended up becoming one of history's greatest makers.
My favorite historical figure is Ida B. Wells because she led anti-lynching campaigns, which I think is really important to get rid of violence, especially towards different races. That was really fun learning about all these historical figures. Mariners, it's important to remember all these African American people that influenced our lives today.